Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all my classmates and fellow lecturer. Welcome to our forum discussion. Today we will be discussing about active learning, strategies for effective teaching. Active learning is a student-centered teaching approach that encourages participate in classroom activities instead of simply listening to our lecturer. For example, active activities is through discussion, collaboration, problem solving, and also hands-on activities. Students become more engaged and take responsibility for their own learning. So, this topic is also closely related to Sustainable Development Goal 4. Quality education, which aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education while promoting lifelong learning opportunities for all. Our discussion today will focus on 4 main ideas. First, different activities learning strategies. Second, the benefits of active learning. Third, how active learning can be implemented in different subjects and educational level. And the last one is the challenges of using active learning and how it supports the SDG4. Without further delay, I would like to invite our first panelist to begin today's discussion. You may start now.
Let us first understand what active learning is. Active learning is a teaching approach where students are actively involved in the learning process. Instead of just listening to the teacher, students participate by asking questions, discussing ideas, solving problems, and working together with their classmates. There are several active learning strategies that teachers can use. The first is group discussion. In this activity, students work in small groups to share ideas and solve problems together. For example, in an English class, students can discuss ways to reduce plastic pollution before presenting their ideas to the class. Second strategy is problem-based learning, or PBL. This method, students are given a real-world problem to solve. For instance, science students may be asked to design a recycling campaign for their school. It helps students develop critical thinking and teamwork skills. Another strategy is think, share. Students first think about a question individually, then discuss their ideas with a partner, and then they finally share their answers with the whole class. This method encourages everyone to participate together, even for shy students. Teachers as well can also use role play, where students act out different situations. For example, English students can practice conversations, while history students can perform historical events. And lastly, educational games such as Kahoot, Quiz, Word, Wall make learning more interactive and enjoyable while helping teachers assess students' understanding. These strategies make learning more engaging and encourage students to become active participants in the classroom. Thank you. That's all from me. I will now hand it over to our second panelist.
Thank you, panelist one. Good evening, everyone. Now I will discuss the benefits of learning active. Good evening, everyone. Now I will discuss the benefits of active learning. One of the biggest benefits is that it increases student engagement. Students are more interested and motivated because they actively participate in classroom activities instead of only listening to lectures. Secondly, active learning helps improve critical thinking. Students learn how to analyze information, solve problems, and make decisions rather than simply memorizing facts. Another important benefit is the development of communication skills. Through presentation and group discussion, students become more confident in expressing their opinions and listening to others. Active learning also promotes collaborations. Students learn how to work as a team, respect different viewpoints, and share responsibilities. These are important skills that they will use in their future careers. In addition, research has shown that students remember information better when they actively apply what they have learned. For example, instead of only reading about recycling, students can organize a recycling campaign or create posters to raise awareness. This hands-on experience can this hands-on experience make learning more meaningful and memorable. Overall, active learning helps students become independent learners while developing important 21st century skills such as communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. Thank you. I will now pass the discussion to our third panelist.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Now I will explain about active learning can be applied in almost every student and every education level. In English, this teacher can use storytelling, role play, and group presentation to improve student speaking and communication skill. In mathematics, students can work together and solve real-life problem or educational game and strengthen their understanding of mathematical concepts. For science, teacher can organize experiment, investigation, and STEM project and encourage students to discover concepts through observation and inquiry. In history, students can participate in history debates, create timeline, or perform role play based on if history. In primary school level, activity should be simple, colorful, and fun. Teacher can use storytelling, picture card, and match game, and songs to keep young learning engaged. At secondary school level, students are ready on more challenging activities such as research, project, presentation, problem based on learning. In higher educational, lecturer offer use case study, simulate collaboration project and research activity for prepare student for real world situation. This show that active learning is flexible and can be adapted to different subjects and learning for all age. And thank you. I would like to invite our final panelists.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Although active learning has many benefits, teachers may face several challenges when implementing it. One challenge is that limited class time because interactive activities often require more time than traditional lectures. Teachers can overcome this by planning lessons carefully and selecting activities that fit the available time. Another challenge is large class sizes, which can make it difficult to manage discussions. Teachers can divide students into smaller groups and appoint group leaders to help organize activities. Some schools also have limited resources, especially technology. However, active learning does not always require digital tools. Teachers can still use role play, discussions, and paper based activities effectively. Another challenge is that some students may feel shy or lack confidence. Teachers can begin with pair work or small group discussions before asking students to present in front of the whole class. Finally, active learning strongly supports SDG4, quality education. It promotes inclusivity by providing different learning activities that suit students with different learning styles. It promotes equity by giving every student an equal opportunity to participate and contribute during classroom activities. It also encourages lifelong learning by developing skills such as communication, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and problem solving. These skills are valuable not only in schools but throughout life. Therefore, active learning plays an important role in creating an inclusive, engaging, and high quality education system for all learners. Thank you.
Thank you for all our panelists for the informative discussion. Today, we have learned that active learning is an effective teaching approach that places students at the center of the learning process. We are explore various strategies such as group discussion, problem-based learning, role play, and also educational games, as well as their benefit in improving engagement, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. We also discuss how active learning can be implemented across different subjects and educational levels, while acknowledging the challenges teachers may face and the strategies to overcome them. Most importantly, we highlight how active learning supports SDG4, quality education by promoting inclusivity, equity, and lifelong learning opportunities for all students. We hope this discussion has provided valuable insights into the importance of active learning in today's classroom. Thank you very much for your attention. We are now happy to answer any question from the audience.